Study about the division of Bengal, the anti-British sentiment. What do you mean by anti-British? Opposed to anything characteristic or relating to Britain. So these British people are ready to do anything. Was dominant in Bengal and it was the center of anti-British protest. In order to suppress these developments, Viceroy Lord Curzon, he thought of dividing Bengal in the name of administration. The main intention of Lord Curzon was to have a divide and rule policy among two communities, that is Hindus and Muslims. So Bengal had more concentration of Muslims and Hindu people. When he came to know the two community people live in Bengal and the population is huge. So the census take place once in 10 years. Why it take place here? We'll come to know about the population. How much is the population of a nation here? So through the census report, it indicated the east part of Bengal had more number of Muslims and to the west part of Bengal, more number of Hindus resided. And here, the British divided Bengal in the year 1905. When it was divided, the Bengal was divided in the year 1905. Who was the person to do this? Viceroy Lord Curzon. It's very important, children, for 1 mark. The British thought of suppressing the spirit of national freedom struggle with the division of Bengal. So the intention was they want to live in India. They don't want to leave India. So they wanted to create something to the Indian people. The division of Bengal, which took place in the year 1905, was opposed by Indian National Congress. So they were not so happy, the INC people. Still, the Bengali language could unite the Hindu and Muslim communities. So they stay in Bengal. What language do they speak? They speak, obviously, the Bengali language. And they celebrated the festivals in grandly, togetherly, like Raksha Bandhan. Raksha Bandhan, a bond between the brother and sister. The cultural festival was held to bring the unity among Hindus and Muslims. About the Bengal division, it's very important. The question may arise for 3 marks. The division of Bengal that resulted in the widespread protest across the country. So when this incident came to know, it just spread throughout the nation about the partition of Bengal. The radicals like Ravindra Ghosh, then Chandrasekhar Azad, they took this issue matter from one door to another door to encourage the people to know about this partition of Bengal. And they called for boycotting of foreign goods. So just they said, no people should buy the foreign goods. Instead, they should buy only Indian local goods. That was by radicals. The British government withdrew the Bengal division in the year 1911. So this was a weak point of the Britishers. That is the foreign goods here. So they don't have any choice here where the foreign goods, they were not getting a very good profit and income. It was completely lost. So the British government withdrew this Bengal division in the year 1911. And after him, one more radical, he is called Bala Gangadhara Tilak. He declared, Swaraj is my birthright. Swaraj means complete freedom. I would definitely get it back. That was the slogan. Attaining complete freedom was the main aim of radicals. That was the main aim of these radicals, to gain Swaraj. And they tried to organize the common people in India. They motivated the people of Indians in each and every way to take part. They attempted to organize people by employing religious celebration. They used Ganesha festival, Shivaji and Durga celebration to organize people against the Britishers. So unitedly they celebrated the festivals in very good way. And in 1906, Muslim League was formed because to protect the Muslim identity. And when these things were going on, that is the boycotting, they were fighting for the freedom here, Tilak, he published a newspaper in 2 languages, one in Marathi and one in English. In Marathi, it is called Kesari, and English newspaper, it is called Maratha. This was published by Tilak. And this encouraged the people to protest against the Britishers. And the radicals writing, the Tilak galvanized the common people, and the British were so upset by this Tilak, so immediately they arrested this Tilak here due to this development and encouragement to the Indian people to take part in the protest, and putting him in prison. Tilak, he didn't sit quietly. There also he started to write a book. The book was called Gita Rahasya. Okay, so you will get this for multiple choice of 1 mark, children here. Which book was composed by Tilak in the prison? That is called Gita Rahasya, which further fueled the freedom fever. Now let us see about the revolutionaries. Now let us study about the revolutionaries. Who are the revolutionaries? What was the main intention of these revolutionaries? The revolutionaries, they dream of attaining complete freedom. The dream of these people was only to gain freedom from Britishers. They believe that they can drive away the British by employing violent methods. So easily they want more from India. So they try different methods to chase the British from India. They established secret association in the nation across the country and started collecting weapons and money for an armed struggle against the Britishers. So what did these people do? They collected money from the people. They started to make their own weapons, own arms and ammunitions, and they want to take a revenge on the Britishers and overthrow from India. They provided training for the people, those who are new, and they have an organization that is a secret organization, that is Lotus and Draga, that was found in India. This is a secret organization. A secret organization, that is Lotus and Draga, was found in England. And the people, a radical, Arvind Ghosh, who was in England, he supported the revolutionaries to these organizations. And similarly, another revolutionary organization that is called Gadha in USA, one in England and one in USA. And later, that can be called the organizations which are formed Anubhava Bharata and Anushila Bharata and Anushila Samiti. These are the two organizations that were formed by revolutionaries, and they were two important secret organizations in India. And these revolutionaries, they used bombs, guns, for what purpose? To achieve the goal. And here, the government also tried to suppress them, and when the British people, they came to know about these revolutionaries, they started to arrest them and hanging them unto death on the charges of sedition. So they are against the rules and regulations where they are having the secret organizations and where they are achieve the goal. So these peoples were given a sentence death. Who are the revolutionaries? The revolutionaries like Arvind Ghosh, V.D. Savarkar, Chandrasekhar Azad, Bhagat Singh, very popular person, even he is a great revolutionary. There are many more revolutionaries, and among them, Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Jatin Das, Khudiram Bose, they are the most prominent revolutionaries of India. And the dream of these revolutionaries was to bring freedom to India and chase the British from our India. That was the main intention of this revolutionaries. And they were the fountains to spread the Indian freedom movement. They are the people to show the way for freedom struggle. And if one dies, do other people keep quiet? No, there will be many people to fight for freedom. Arvind Ghosh was one such leader like this. The role of revolutionaries is important in many ways in the record of Indian history. So after this, we'll study the continuation of the topic, children, that is called the era of Mahatma Gandhi. Your children, as we are studying about this freedom movement here, I said few names about the freedom movement here. Here the Muslim people also took part in this freedom struggle, like Ashfaqullah Khan. There are many more, but few names are highlighted and few names are hidden. Thank you, children.